G'day! In today's video I've got a GoPro Hero 13, Hero 13 Black I think it's called, and I'm trying to preserve the rubber seal around here. And as I've done a screen only, I've only got the LCD, I don't have this whole bit to replace it with, so I'm trying to preserve that. Except this thing is an absolute evil thing to try and get off. Right now I've tried heat, I've tried a few other different things. Right now I've got my heat gun at 240 degrees at 30% flow, and only now it's just starting to budge. So right now I've discovered that the amount of metal on this top bit is quite large, so I'm assuming it's a heatsink. At the minute I've got it currently toasting at that temperature. Put that there. I'm now gonna put, there's a small pinhole right in that top corner, right in the center of the screen near my thumb. Now that I've heated it up for quite some time, I'm going to just try and poke and push. And as you can see there, it's starting to lift, which is the most amount of movement I've had yet. So I'm going to keep this going on heat now. Might crank it up a little bit more. I'm going to go to about 265 degrees Celsius. And now I'm going to leave that blasting at the dead center for a little bit longer. So right now I've got it holding, I'm actually in the holder, and I've got it just going dead center. That's going to radiate the heat out. I'm hoping I can get enough that I can pry this up just enough that I can get a flathead screwdriver underneath and then lift up the rest. So right now, all the videos I've been seeing have been absolutely destroying the existing display, and they've been getting it as a frame and screen. Surely there has to be a way to do it without doing that. So let's find out. Potato, come in. Going in through that little hole with the cover off. I am actually lifting up more each time. Now, see if we can get a flathead screwdriver in here now. Hopefully without destroying. Bingo. Disconnect, disconnect. So whatever glue they're using there is absolutely ridiculous. The other really sad thing about this is they simply put those connectors in a different spot. Like further down here, you could potentially remove the screen without having to destroy the frame. But I should be able to, I've already cleaned the glass out of here, so this is ridiculously strong. And being that there's a camera here, camera module over here, or what looks to be, yeah. And this is the back, make sure you remove the battery out of there, which is what I've already done. I'm going to proceed with the swap, I'll give it a quick test out, and hopefully we're all good from there. But yeah, that was running at 265 degrees Celsius with 30 flow, firing smack bang in the center of it with the screen already removed. As you can see, I have gouged it already a little bit. I've got another one I'm going to try in a moment. So far as a bit of an experiment, this one seems to work well with this kind of method to preserve the existing frame. I'll be back in a moment once I've got that screen swapped over. I'll give it a quick test and we'll see how the overall finish of this one will look like. So I've got the new screen installed. I don't know how the touch navigation on this works. There we go. Video. Touch seems to be working on it. Yep. Now, as you see, the finish is not that great. But if it means you're going to save time or money, and that's all you can do, So what I used was T900 frame adhesive, and put that around the screen, glued it in, put that around the frame, pushed it back, and then rubber banded it together. So it's not a great or good finish. I would classify it as acceptable. But these mostly live in a case, so as long as their screen's working, I don't think they'd be too concerned. So yeah, good luck. Heat gun, around 200 degrees in the center, then pry up through the battery connector or the battery slot. That will do for today. Bye.